When the jungle went silent, soldiers knew death was coming. They were a whisper in the darkness, a shadow that moved between the ancient trees. They called them the Night Tigers, Burmese warriors who struck in the dead of night and vanished before a single scream could escape a throat. To fight in the Burmese jungle is to fight the jungle itself. It's a living, breathing entity. It hears your every step, feels your every breath, and for centuries, these warriors learned to listen back. They mastered its tangled paths, its hidden streams, and its deceptive silences the way a blacksmith masters steel. This wasn't just a battlefield. It was their sanctuary, their weapon. They moved through the dense vines and suffocating humidity as if born from the soil, becoming one with the tigers that prowled the same shadows and the monsoon rains that washed away their tracks. So, who were these phantom fighters? The Night Tigers weren't a formal army. They were an elite brotherhood of guerrilla fighters, a collection of the land's finest hunters, former monks, deadly assassins, and expert trackers. Their lineage of resistance stretched back for generations. Forged in the fires of countless invasions, they stood against the vast armies of Chinese dynasties. They repelled Mongol horsemen who were lost in the dense foliage, and they bled the British Empire, one silent cut at a time, adorned in war paint that mirrored the jungle's camouflage and protected by light bamboo armor. They embodied the spirit of their homeland. Their movements were a silent dance of death, patient and precise, turning the jungle into a labyrinth from which invaders would never escape. But their deadliest weapon wasn't the sharpened blade or the poison-tipped arrow. It was fear, pure, primal terror. The Night Tigers owned the night. They used psychological warfare long before it had a name. They would let their presence be known not by sight, but by sound, a sudden snap of a twig just beyond the firelight, an unsettling whisper carried on the wind, the chilling imitation of a nocturnal bird that sounded just a little too human. They would create phantom movements, letting the enemy's imagination run wild, turning every shadow into a potential killer. They let the dread build, letting soldiers' minds crumble long before the first strike. The terror would peak until men were jumping at their own shadows, their discipline shattered. Only then, when the enemy was choking on their own fear, would the Night Tigers emerge from the blackness. The British, with all their firepower and training, were completely unnerved. Their official reports and personal diaries are filled with a sense of awe and dread. One officer famously wrote, "We never saw them. We only found the empty sentry posts in the morning. It felt as if the jungle itself was closing in around us, swallowing our men whole." For the soldiers on the ground, it was a living nightmare. They would build fortified camps, light massive bonfires, and post double guards, but it was useless. The Night Tigers would slip through their defenses like ghosts, execute their silent work, and melt back into the jungle, leaving behind only mystery and a fresh wave of panic. They turned a disciplined army into a group of terrified men, afraid of the very darkness that surrounded them. To the local villages, the Night Tigers were more than just soldiers. They were legends, blessed by the powerful spirits of the jungle. It was said they could communicate with the tigers, borrowing their ferocity and stealth. They were warriors who fought with the ferocity of a beast, yet possessed the unshakable patience of a meditating monk. This mystique was a weapon in itself, inspiring their people and striking a supernatural fear into the hearts of their enemies. Were they men, or were they spirits of vengeance given form? To those who faced them, the distinction didn't matter. The result was the same. In the grand sweep of history, the Night Tigers didn't win every war. They couldn't stop the tide of colonialism or geopolitics forever, but they achieved something just as important. They made sure that no invader ever slept peacefully in their land. They made every foreign bootstep hesitate, and every conqueror question the price of their ambition. They ensured the soul of their homeland remained unconquered, burning brightly in the darkest of nights. They became a timeless symbol of resistance, a story told in whispers from one generation to the next. In the darkness, they didn't just fight, they became legends. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious.